Welcome to Ultimate Report. I'm Mary Winkenwerder. Lipsticks offer the one shot of color needed to make ordinary extraordinary. One company has come up with a special formula capable of not only making lips colorful, but lasts a good long time. Joining us this episode is Debbie LaBrant-Hartung to tell us more about her super lipstick formula. Debbie, welcome to Ultimate Report.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you very much.
It's great to have you join us, and this lip color, I love it. So there are so many lipstick formulas on the market that serve so many purposes. What gap in the market did you seek to fill when creating your brand's Creme Lip Stick?
That is a great question, Mary. How many times have you gone to your favorite cosmetic counter with your favorite lipstick and the poor girl has to whisper to you, "I'm sorry, it's discontinued," or that was just
all the time.
That was just a seasonal color. In 35 years, I had women cry sometimes when they would come to the counter, and sometimes they got very irritated, and there certainly wasn't anything I could do about it. You walk around for the next 15 minutes going from line to line and having 15 lip colors on your hand, and you end up settling. And so I wanted to take away that settling and have it be a perfect shade. Because as you said, lipstick can change your whole dynamic of your personality for a day and ongoing. So
Absolutely, it can. It can. And it's the difference between, well, it's the one element that people look at because they look at your eyes, and then they always look at your lips. They look at the shape, they look at the condition, and they look at the color. And a lot of times, depending on what color you wear, it does have an immediate psychological impact on how they respond to you and if they respond to you.
absolutely, absolutely. I've always been a firm believer that lipstick was more about the eyes. Lipstick will do more for your eyes than all the eyes in the world. And it's also great for your attitude in a bad day. So
You know what? It absolutely is. It really and truly is. And I mean, it has the power to uplift your spirit and hold it in place for a very long time. So, wow, this is great. All right. So this product, and I have three shades with me here. This product offers long wear. What are the unique ingredients that make your lipsticks work so well?
So, Mary, I use very, very rich pigments. The quality of my lipstick is extraordinary, whether you choose one from our formulary of about 30 colors or whether you decide you want to custom blend. And that's one of the fun things about my lipstick. You are not stuck. For example, that nude color that you just showed that you
Yeah.
love so much, I have clients that say, "Oh, I love that nude color, but oh, I wish it were in a cream, or I wish it were a lip gloss." And again, I get to be the dream genie, and I get to grant all of those wishes. So the quality of the ingredients, along with the microlyzed collagen for the health benefit of the lip in general.
That's wonderful. So I've had the opportunity, obviously, I'm wearing the nude color and I love it. What all does this lipstick do for lips?
So you mean as far as the health of the lip?
Yeah, the health of the lip, the condition, so on and so forth.
So again, the microlyzed collagen goes into every lipstick and lip gloss. So you're going to improve the general health of your lips altogether. And the quality of the botanical oils, they heal, they soften, they help to give the illusion of a plumper, fuller lip. And one of the choices you get to make is whether or not you want sunscreen. So you can also have that sunscreen right in your lipstick as well.
That's very attractive. And a lot of people don't stop to think about putting that SPF additive into a lip product. They usually expect that to come in like a lip treatment, a specified lip treatment. But to have that in, in the color, I mean, that's huge. That's really huge because it lessens the layering. And some people don't like a lot of layering of lip products, but some people do. But there are those who don't, and they want something that's an all-in-one treatment. So if you can get an all-in-one in your color treatment, that's amazing.
Yeah. And I noticed that you're showing the lipsticks. If you turn them to the side, you will notice our lipsticks have a faceted shape to them. They're like a gemstone
Yeah,
facet.
they
So
really are.
it makes them a little stronger, and they are really they're like a piece of jewelry when you look at them. They're pretty.
Well, I like it because there's more than one way to apply. You know, but yeah, we'll get to that in just a second.
Okay.
So when I selected samples for the show, I wanted to give a nice range, and I thought that, in my opinion, these three colors capture, the practical and the fashionable. And this was the color. This reminds me of a color that is similar to last year's color of the year, Radiant Orchid. Of course, this is not named Radiant Orchid, mind you, but according to last year's color of the year. And then this is similar to a current, color in the color report this year. This is similar to a color that's in this year's color report, and this, of course, in my opinion, it captures the spirit of the color of the year masala. So again, I selected all of these, with a mission in mind. How many shades are in this range of product?
So if you go to our website, you will see 3 seasonal collections, and then you can click on the cream lipsticks, the matte lipsticks, the butter sheer lipsticks. Probably all told, there are about 40 shades that are formulary and there. But that being said, you can always decide. For example, you mentioned the orchid and you mentioned marsala. I do have a tribute to each of those colors on our formulary website. Yeah, and you may decide that you want to change it a little bit. So you don't have to buy the lipstick exactly as it is. You can give us a call and we can talk about changes you want to make. So
that's absolutely amazing. So let's talk about application. And application is everything when you're wearing, because everybody has a different shape of lip. Everybody has unique lips. I mean, some people have thin. I have shapely, but mine is thinner on top and fuller on the bottom naturally. I've only had, collagen injections one time at the bottom of my lip, and that's, the doctor said you don't need it at the top because your shape is great, for what, for your face shape and all of that. And that was the last time I had it. I just had it just so I can experience it, for writing and, for journalistic reasons, but, and research. But, there are so many ways to apply. Do you need, I mean, granted, you could use a brush to do it, but do you actually need a brush to apply these?
You do not. So, depending on if you're getting ready to go out for a glamorous evening or a cocktail party or a class reunion maybe, that's when I recommend, and usually with the reds, I do recommend a lip liner. And we do offer a beautiful range of lip liners.
Yes.
And what I love is that they roll up and they roll down. We also offer a retractable lip brush. And a lip brush is, as you know, always going to give you a longer wear. Mm-hmm. And if you have the time in the morning to start your application with a liner and a lip brush, of course it's gonna be a longer period of time before you really need to refresh.
Sure.
But you absolutely do not have to use a lip brush.
So, and I also want to point out something too, that if for professional makeup artists, if you want to incorporate these lipstick products into your kit, your professional and personal kits, these are, I like the way that they're shaped. Like you said, they're shaped like a jewel, so they're multifaceted, and you can use one of your brushes, or you can use one of Debbie's brushes. She has specially created brushes for her products, but this is beveled, so this actually helps to with precision application. In my opinion.
You're absolutely right, Mary. You're able to really get up into the little Cupid's bow without having to use a brush or.
So if anybody has thin lips, I mean, this is a really good. And if you're on a budget and you want a one-time solution, until you can work up and start, creating, your own consumer kit, this is a really good. This is a good way to go because it is multifaceted. I mean, you can turn it on its edge, you can line with it, you can experiment with it and find, what works best for, a timed I want to say application session, getting ready in the morning or before going out, with your friends, what have you, on date night. And, it just works. I mean, you seem to have thought about everything.
Well, I listened to so many women cry and complain for so many years. And although I would report back to corporate levels, nothing really
Hmm.
changed. I really believe you have to have been there and listened and felt their pain, and I wanted to take care of all of that. And I know we're talking about my cream lipsticks, but
Hmm.
you'll see on the website we offer matte lipstick, and
Okay.
we offer what we call a butter lipstick. And the butters are sheer. They still have a lot of pigment, but my analogy is with the butters, it's sort of like dating the color, where the
Hmm.
cream and the matte are married to the color.
Yeah.
So, and if you see a color on there that's not in the category that you like, I will certainly change that for you.
That's
So,
wonderful. So we have the lipstick. I have this on, and I'm just using this as an example because I'm wearing it while, for taping. How long can one application last on average?
so if you line and use the brush and then apply a cream or a matte lipstick, it's going to take you through your lunch hour, depending on what you eat, if you eat oily foods or if you're drinking off the cup. I find more and more if I'm doing a personal appearance at one of my shows, hours will go by and I feel the need to look in the mirror and put on lipstick, and it surprises me it's still there. So again, that's all about the better condition your lips are in, the longer it's going to last. If you're a lip licker or a lipstick eater, then that can be very, different for everyone.
Absolutely. Just so, my personal testimony for today, and, I talk on the phone a lot. I talk on the phone a lot. I tape, today we're taping all day. I've had one giant mocha latte, almond mocha latte, and this is, a giant glass of water. So in the course of, 2 hours of taping thus far today, I have been through one drink that's heavily caffeinated and has the ability to remove color. And I've applied this on, just not to refresh the color, but just to demonstrate, and nothing came off. Nothing came off after I had my latte, which was fantastic. So that's
Mary,
very impressive.
for women who have issues with lipstick just not wearing well, I do also have a nude color lip primer. And it's
Okay.
in a wand like a lip gloss, and you don't want to take and put it on with the wand. You want to just put a couple dots on. And so it will do two things. It will prolong the life of the lipstick wear. And if you are one of those people that lipstick colors turn on them, it will keep that from happening. So that would
That's
be something else I
wonderful.
would recommend. Yeah.
Now, based on my personal chemistry, I try to keep my blood as alkaline, or my body as alkaline as possible. I notice that when my body is more acidic, my color will turn, and that's just for me. But my color has not turned. So, whatever you've got going on here, and I've been eating, a lot of sweets. I change my diet, periodically to test products. And, I really did put this to the test, and I haven't had anything turn. I have on no lip primer. I have on a lip liner, but I don't have any primer on. So the color is really true.
Well, it really is a luxury brand lipstick.
It
Between
is.
between the collagen and the choices you get to make you can decide. All of our lipsticks, I put a little bit of vanilla, and it's very generic. It just covers up that cosmetic smell.
Hmm.
You can decide if you like, and that's where I would ask you to call me. I can put in there, I love the pink champagne. It's like strawberries and cream.
Mm.
Mint, we have cinnamon, we have creme brulee, we have sambuca. So you get to make not only the decision about the texture, but do you want sparkles? Do you want shimmer? And do you want sunscreen? And do you want it to have flavor? So
Absolutely. That's a treat. Now that in itself is a luxury. In addition to everything else, it's like super luxury. So we're sold on the product, and one last question. With average use, how long will one stick last? And what is average use when approaching your product?
I'm glad you asked that question because I did some research and I find it kind of an interesting scientific fact that an average lipstick has 400 applications.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, that really and truly is, because you don't really stop to think about it in terms of, hundreds.
Yeah,
We just expect it to be there when we need it. So that's kind of good to know.
someone had more time on their hands than you and I, and put that to the test, and 400 is the average. So if you're going to apply it twice a day, minimum, you're going to get a couple of months out of a lipstick. If it's something that you become, like me, I'm kind of addicted to needing to feel the lipstick, and really it's important for me to have lip color on, I probably put it on more than 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, this is, and I wanted to point this out, this is how the lipstick is packaged exterior. It's a bullet, and it's really good, and it's aluminum, so it seems to help keep the product cool, which is something I've noticed. So that's really good for, long-term maintenance. Where can we start our own collection of Lip Bar Cosmetics lipsticks?
So, Mary, they can go to our website, which is lipbar.com. They can call me on the 800 number, 800-285-5941. Again, you may go and find a formulary color that you absolutely love. I do seasonal collections. I've got the spring collection up right now. But please don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call me and say, I love this lip gloss. Can you make it for me in a cream base or a butter base? I'm happy to take those phone calls.
That's wonderful. And for those who like to engage in online communities, where can we catch up with the Lip Bar Cosmetics online communities?
So please find me on Twitter at lipbardenver. I have a Facebook page, lipbar90210.com, and of course the website.
That's wonderful. Well, Debbie, thanks so much for joining us. It's been great getting to know your lipsticks, how they work, and how they can enhance the quality of life.
Thank you very much, Mary, and I agree. It does enhance the quality of my life anyhow.
It's a winner. All right. Thanks again. Catch up with me on my blog, www.beautybeauty.report.com, on Twitter at Beauty Publicist, and on YouTube, Ultimate Report. Everyone, thanks so much for joining us on Ultimate Report. Have a beautiful and successful week. Mwah.